Everybody?
You got everybody? Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking around late. Excited to add Will to the team. Feel like he's one of the most dynamic, if not the most dynamic pass rushers in this draft. Great combination of skill and production and athleticism. I think it was on full display at the Senior Bowl and all throughout his career name. So fired up to add him to a strong unit and keep adding to the line of scrimmage.
Any questions?
Joe, did the Steelers jumping you there to 14 and taking Broderick Jones, did that change your plans at all there? Were you guys thinking offensive line?
We were going through a number of different scenarios throughout the top 15 picks, but ultimately we followed the board, let the board come to us, and we're very excited to add Will to the team, to a very deep and explosive pass rushing unit.
So for both of you, you just mentioned this, you guys are pretty deep at defensive end already, so how do you see him contributing right away as a rookie?
No, it's the same thing. You guys know how we are with rotation and making sure that everybody touches the field, and we come at you in waves. We dress 10 guys on game day, and with Aaron here, hopefully we're playing with a few more leads, and we got a guy that can close the door on some offenses and get to the quarterback, and he's just got a unique ability to catch the corner, and he's got elite length to get the ball out, and so he's going to be special.
Does he need to gain a little weight, or no?
Yeah, he will. It's just a natural maturation of getting in the NFL and getting into an NFL program and all that stuff.
Does he remind you? Is there a comp for him in the NFL?
Oh man, I mean his length, his bend, his athleticism. I mean,
You can
there's
probably
a few guys.
throw. I've heard names, or at least from us in this building. Randy Gregory,
Yeah,
Brian
Randy.
Burns, two guys that we think he kind of compares to.
Joe, you guys took it right down to the end there on the clock, about a minute or two left. We saw him work him,
Yeah.
camp. Was it some trade talk? Did you get some action?
Yeah, there were some conversations. I mean, I think anytime you're on the clock, there's the phones ringing. It's active. There's a lot going on, but ultimately, we felt really good about where we were and the player that was staring right at our face. So again, a guy with 30+ career sacks, unbelievable length, bend, get off. And think he's a great fit, plays our style.
Looking at his stats, Joe, the sacks in 21, 20, higher than last year, lower. Was that they kicked him inside more scheme-wise? Was there something that changed for him last year when Iowa State?
Well, I think there was a few times he might have lined up a little bit more inside, maybe a 4 technique or lined up a little bit closer to the blocker, where I think he's going to be a little bit more outside. Not to speak for coach, but he's going to be humming off the edge and using all that God-given ability of length and speed and athleticism. So again, he's been productive his entire career in Ames.
Robert, with his size now at 6'3", 238, we know he can get after the quarterback, 33 sacks in college, can bend the edge. What about first and second down right now?
Yeah, it's stuff that he's going to have to work on. He's going to have to learn how to bring power and work with leverage, and he did a lot of it. You look at his Iowa State tape. He played a lot of 4-eye where he's head up on an offensive tackle, so he's got the power to stand in there. Just learning our techniques, our stance, our alignment, the angles at which we play, and the get off. So not overly concerned about him learning all that stuff, and again, just to add an elite pass rusher, because at the end of the day, getting a quarterback on the ground is a premium. And when you're sitting there at pick 15 and you feel like you've got your best pass rusher staring at you in the face, I just feel like it's an easy decision.
Joe, with only 5 picks in this draft, is it in your mind more of a priority to try to accumulate more picks here in day 2 or day 3?
I mean, look, we're going to explore every opportunity if it means getting the team better. So we'll see how the next couple of days go. But I think everybody knows if the phone rings, I'm going to answer it, and let's have some productive dialogue.
Take a couple more.
Joe, do you feel like you guys need that offensive lineman still in this draft?
Look, again, we're not gonna force anything. We're always gonna let the board come to us and take best player available. I think tonight shows that, and I think we're all gonna be happy. Coach mentioned it. with what we're going to have on our team, we're hopeful to have a few double-digit leads late, and we can have different waves of pass rushers to attack offensive linemen. So fresh legs, fresh pass rushers could really help us.
Joe, do you like those Iowa State players? You saw last year, and now you got Will, from the standpoint of not just talent, but they have chips on their shoulders because a lot of them weren't 5 stars, so they work very hard.
Yeah, that's a great program, and getting a guy like Brees, you feel pretty good about what you're getting when an Iowa State player comes in here. And I know Brees was excited. I think that was the first text I got once it was announced. So I know he's fired up to be reunited with a friend and former teammate, now current teammate. So yeah, it's a great program, and you're getting tough, competitive, smart guys that love the game of football.
Robert,
Last one.
he started playing football, I think his junior year of high school. That's not a very long time ago. Is there anything when you look at a player like that, do you see kind of some clay that needs to be molded?
Absolutely. All these kids anyway. I mean, not just him, but any kid coming out of college with the style of game that's being played in college, the type of defenses that are played, there is a learning curve to come into the NFL. But when you look at his, it's a passing league, and if you can put the head of the snake on the ground, which is the quarterback, then it doesn't matter what type of skill players you have. It doesn't matter what you have. From an offensive perspective, if the quarterback can't throw the ball, it won't matter. And this kid has an elite ability to get after the quarterback, and that's what excites us about him. But yeah, all these college kids need to be molded.
Can I just, Makai Beckett, where is he? Is he progressing according to plan, Joe? Or?
Yeah, he's on track. He's looking great. So excited to have him in great spirits, and he's looking tremendous.
Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Softball.
All right, softball.